Let me ask you a question. What is meditation? What is it? What do you believe it is? How detailed is your understanding of what meditation is? Now, I'm sure you've got some ideas. Like everyone else, we're going to conjure up images of what meditating is and maybe some ideas about why people would do it or the benefits from it. However, what I want to do is challenge your understanding of meditation. And the reason I want to do it isn't because I know more, it isn't because I want to prove a point, it's because that if we challenge our understanding and we go deeper, it's going to lead to an improvement within our meditation practice. Now, I started meditating on accident around 2013. And then more consciously, I put effort into it starting around 2016 when I completed some courses and put more effort into it. But whether it was listening to a guided meditation, going through a course, or having an instructor live with me guiding me through a practice, I didn't really feel that much difference within my life. I mean, sure, during the meditation I felt different. I felt different feelings. However, once the meditation finished, there weren't really profound changes happening within my life. The meditation in itself, sure, it was good. Outside of that, life was still the same. So I really looked at meditation as maybe a luxury or something that wasn't really for me, and I just found the best strategy was just getting up and getting stuck into my to-do list, working towards my dreams. However, it didn't take long for me to experience a crisis that forced me to reevaluate my beliefs and my understanding of what it meant to be fulfilled within life. I was at a point where any success I achieved wasn't able to sustainably fulfill me. I would succeed, I would feel empty, and then because that cycle would repeat, it just pushed me further into the pain and depression that was lying beneath. It didn't matter how much success I had, how much money I made, how much praise I received. Deep inside, I didn't feel like I was enough. And so it became evident to me that nothing in the outside world, nothing I did was ever going to fill that void of emptiness and unworthiness that was lying within me. Through these experiences, I realized that within me was a feeling of unease that never left. It didn't matter what I was doing externally, whether I was exploring relationships, building wealth, building a brand. Nothing I did externally was able to remove this deep feeling of unease that was within me. And when that occurred, and kept occurring, I realized that I had to turn my attention back to meditation and begin to explore what this uneasy feeling was that was lying within. This void is what spiritual teachers like Eckhart Tolle refer to as the primordial pain. And believe it or not, it exists within every single person. As much as we try to deny it or cover it up, it's lying there deep within us. Now go back as little as 4 years and I would have denied the existence of this primordial pain within me. However, through these painful events occurring within my lives, I'd come to realize that deep within me too was this primordial pain, this feeling of uneasiness, this void lying deep within. Facing a dichotomy, I had to decide, do I put this mask of success on and keep trying to achieve my way out of pain, or do I turn inward? And do I go deep to the innermost part of my being and explore this pain that was within me? I knew that if I continued chasing success, I would just go around in circles for the rest of my life. So I decided to risk it all, head into the cave, and face the pain head on. This is when my meditation took on a whole new level of meaning. I had a really powerful intention with every single meditation. No longer was I listening to music and trying to feel good or trying to rewire my mind for success. I wasn't being guided anymore through meditations, through mentors. This time was different. This time it was just me and my thoughts, me and my feelings. I would sit in silence for hours on end with one clear intention: to get to the core of who I was. I knew that if I didn't confront the pain, I would just continue to pretend. I would be wearing a mask, pretending to be successful, pretending to be happy in the externalized outside world. The alternative to that was going inward. And that was terrifying because I had no idea what that would look like. I had no idea who I would be on the other side of that. I had no idea what would happen if I let go of who I was. I let go of my beliefs, I let go of my identity, and I went inward to all of the emotional turmoil lying beneath. Now, over the period of about 2 to 3 years, I had a barrage of experiences where I faced all of that pain lying deep down within me. During this time, I wanted to make sense of myself. I wanted to understand who I was from an intellectual standpoint, who am I, who are we, but also from an experiential standpoint where I got to meet myself fully. So gradually over time, through a number of meditations and contemplations, I began to shape an understanding of what it means to be authentic. And I created a model for that, as well as the pathway to getting into the authentic state. I realized at the core of it all, we are the soul. We are the consciousness that sits beyond our personality. The personality is just out there trying to succeed, gain love, get validated, but beneath that is the authentic self. To help me understand myself and the journey inwards, I created the map of emotion, which you can learn about through my free online course if you wish. Also, in my next upcoming newsletter, I'm going to be talking about the map of emotion in greater detail. Using the map of emotion, I started to meditate with much more clarity and a specific intention to reach the authentic part of myself. I knew that if I could make it there, then this primordial pain inside that was driving me to seek validation or to seek acceptance from other people would no longer be in control. I knew that if I could connect with the authentic self, I would discover my pathway, my purpose in life. I would become inspired, my life would have meaning, I'd have direction, and all of that ultimately leading to greater levels of fulfillment. Then, one day, it happened. I had an experience that changed my life forever. During a 4-hour-long meditation, I experienced the most incredible sensations of clarity, of purity, and of inner peace. During that inner peace, that primordial pain that was driving me was no longer there. The void had been filled, and all I felt was a sense of abundance, a sense of gratitude, a sense of appreciation for who I was. After that experience, I had a feeling of calmness and groundedness come across me, which caused multiple people, all on separate occasions, to comment, and they all said the same thing. John, you seem so grounded. John, you seem so present. John, you seem so calm. I felt inherently different. My actions externalized were inherently different. I knew that through that meditation, I had changed. It was liberation. Liberation from my own mind, liberation from my emotions, liberation from who I thought I was and who I thought I needed to be. It was complete freedom. I threw out the old, but I didn't replace it with anything new. I just created space. Now, once that happened, I didn't make any plans. The only plans I really had was just to meditate more, keep connecting with this part of myself, and then just simply allowing the next inspiring step to occur. What happened was enormous physical changes within my life. Selling everything, moving overseas, stop working, and of course writing my book, which is going to be coming out in 2025. What I can tell you is that until we find ourselves, until we get beyond our personality, we're just going to keep running the same patterns within our lives. Now, we might experience changes, we might even experience happiness, but we will never really experience genuine fulfillment until we get in touch with who we truly are. There's always going to be that primordial pain, that deep, unsettled feeling within us that pushes us to chase things to satisfy us in the outside world. Now, until we do that, we're always going to feel like something is missing. We're always going to be chasing something external, which never leads to fulfillment. And the solution is to go inward, to fill that final void. This can be done through meditation. We can have that realization through meditation. And once that is achieved, once we have that understanding, once that primordial void is filled, it is only then that we can set ourselves free to be ourselves and to follow our true authentic path.